Good afternoon. It is a Sunday, September 25th, 2016. And I got my pillow behind me, and not the my pillow with that goofy guy that looks like Mr. Pringle hugging his pillow and hawking them for like $100. You know what? A pillow is a pillow. I'll be damned if I'm spending more than $10 for one. Um, it's just ridiculous. What a scam that is. I mean, if you're gonna run out and spend $100 on a pillow, well, I got some swampland in Rosno Square to sell you. But anyway, I like the beauty of this of I think being single and having an answer to nobody. I was talking earlier about the wonders of just living life on your own and not having to set no sort of example. But anyway, the beauty is just kind of being able to um, just do whatever the hell you want, as short of murder, and be able to just do it, not have to answer for anything. But no, that's not the beauty of anything. But I just want to get to the point here and just stop rambling, but it's impossible at this point. But I posted this thing yesterday. It was like this cover, and it was it was like one of these like Maya Angelou type of things about the seasons, and if you're not with me in the storm, be with me in the spring. If you're not with me through the storm, you can't be with me through the spring. Blah 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 blah. And I realized, I think I like it. Kind of looked like I had written that, but it was one of those things that that Facebook does. They do all the thinking for you and all the things that you think you can't think on your own. Whatever, and try to get past that. And I notice even when people do live videos or whatever, it's never anything with them talking about anything. It's always just showing something of somebody else, somebody else's deal. The only time I ever saw anybody on Facebook do anything is when they were doing those the challenges for the ALS, and I thought that was so cool to actually see people actually talking and verbalizing and freestyling or whatever. Not to the level that I try to do it, but at least it was something. But that ended with that whole deal. But I've just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. Uh, so like pause. So and I've mentioned before, I just like to ramble and let the let the chips fall where they may. But yeah, I so anyway, I saw that, and it was just that I look at these things, and it's like I never want to be like the type of person. Well, you weren't. I was trying to tell my cousin this, that it really doesn't represent, when I was thinking about it, really doesn't express really express how I feel, and that if you're just going to um, be good to people that are good to you, or treat people a certain way because they didn't do a certain thing to you in the past, or whatever. That's just, I don't think that's any way to live. I mean, um, or to think that you have all this perspective because you're a little bit older. I mean, at every age you think you have all the answers. When you were 20, you thought you had all the answers, compared to when you were 15. When you were 15, you thought you had all the answers compared to when you were 10. You just figured you had it all figured out, and then 5, 10 years later you realize you didn't have anything figured out. I don't think you have anything ever figured out until you're 6 feet under, and then it's too late to think, because the earthworms are eating at your brain tissue. But I think the best way to live is just to live. Just treat everybody the way you want to be treated, whether they treated you good, bad, or whatever, and just live that way. Don't be picking and choosing. Well, you were with me during the bad times, so therefore, okay, now you can't, or you weren't this way, so now I'm gonna get even with you, or whatever. I mean, that's just no way to live at all, I don't think. Um, so I had come up with this thing. Well, I'm gonna just treat everybody, the same way I think I have since I was two, since the age of reason or whatever. I'm sure, the things that I was doing, say in my teens and my 20s, and all that affected the way I treated people. But even through all that, I still had a conscience and tried to do the best I can. And now that with having a pretty clear head, I try to do better, but I still fuck up, and I never want to feel that the way I treat somebody is the way that they treated me, good, bad, or indifferent. I just want to treat everybody the same with respect, and treat others the way I want to be treated, and I just do that until I drop. So that's it in a nutshell. And that won't fit in a meme, and that won't fit on Facebook Live. That's for damn sure. So all right, 6 minutes. That's enough. I don't know what I'll title this. I guess it will be titled. Um, I don't know. That's a good title. I don't know. Okay, there it is. There's the title. Adios.